They need to watch out for this people holding his angle. Oh my word!
Still forced to swing and does do so with the updraft. Reed not expecting the second one there. Lewis still with the blade storm is going crazy.
He's going to drop down the operator and pick up the back road. Last round and care. He's not able to get anyone as the counter clash is there. But the deadlock tries to steal his teammate away, but he's going to be surviving immediately. With the team playing hard, he's just going to deal some damage, but he's going to be easily taken out. And OOT just way too aggressive. Ay.
Oh, I see the vision. Hello everyone, we're back. That's right, it's the Reyna's Overdrive tournament. And we've got a matchup for you today. It's REY versus Revolt, but we have a very special guest on the desk. It's Ollie. It's Ollie. Do you want to tell me why it's so interesting that you're here today? Okay. Ollie is doing sign language today. And it has told me that I'm to speak for Ollie. So Ollie is going to mouth the words, and I'm going to speak for him. All right. So Ollie, once again, tell me, why are you here, and why is it interesting you're here?
See, it's actually funny because now they can hear me, but it's kind of just funnier that I just don't, I feel like,
well,
what's the best way of going about this? I mean, I could just keep going and we can just pretend as if nobody can hear me, but whatever works. but yeah, it's a fun one today. Obviously we've got the lovely Ari, and then I'm coming in on the cast to watch my own team. But hopefully, if we can find the right logo, take a W home. And if not, then I'll probably cry mid-cast. So yeah, whatever works.
Content! Woo!
How are you feeling?
Upload it to Twitter. Yeah, I'm feeling good. I mean, both these teams, right? We're just looking at the standings real quick. Have not won a game so far. So these guys are fighting for points. Yeah, I know. Tough news to hear, but someone's gonna come out on top. I mean, for you, hopefully it's your team. You biased caster, but yeah, I think it should be a good matchup today. I mean, if we want to take a peek at what we've seen before and what we're seeing today in terms of matchups, right? This was, yeah. I mean, I was just saying, I got my points from that game, even though Royal Legion lost 2-0. Just saying, I got my points from that. But Overdrive, today we got some fun ones. Obviously, the one we're looking at is REY versus Revolt with a 3. That's it's esports. You gotta have a 3 instead of an E. But yeah, a bunch of other solid matchups today. I mean, ones that I'm looking at, I think are Loom and Inth right now. I just think that's two teams that have a bunch of question marks around them, but I think they're gonna both kind of pull out some wild cards and really throw it down, no matter how much you might believe it's a one-way sided game or another.
They can't hear me again, but now they can. There we go. They can hear me again. They heard nothing of what I said in the last scene. But you know what? We'll get there. We'll get there. You'll have to bear with us today. But yes, yeah, so
producing risk casting.
Yes, exactly. We got the big one though. REY versus Revolt. What's your predictions for this one?
I mean, my predictions, I kind of want to combine this with my next talking point. I feel like my predictions kind of have to go with my slight bias for my fantasy team. So for those of you that don't know, we have a fantasy league going on right now where you can assemble 5 of the best players, get your super team going, throw them on in, and that could be your teams that you're rooting for, stuff like that. Top players, well, top participants will get a little bit of a cash prize. So that's a little fun to kind of go for. But You know, speaking of this, right? I got Maui on my side, so I guess I have to go with REY, or at least Maui, to do well, and the rest of the team, they can do terrible, but Maui's got to do great. That's, I guess that's my hope.
That's all that matters. As long as Maui does good for the for the fantasy, then it's all good. It's all good. No, I'm here for that. Shall we take a quick look at these map Vita before we get started the game? Because
That would be nice.
you know, there's people itching to be to get started. So, what are you hoping for? What's your map that you're running for? What do you want from this matchup?
What do I want, or what do I think we're gonna see? Because
Ooh, that's a good question.
those are different answers. I
They are
mean,
different.
I think we are gonna see Sunset, and I think that overlaps with what I want to see. I feel like that would be a great map 3 between both of these two teams, one that kind of has a defined meta, but yet you can still play around it, show off your skills, your set plays, your protocols. I think Sunset's the perfect map to do that on, and that's where you really see the difference between two teams and how they've set themselves up in terms of organization. But what do I want to see? I don't think we're gonna see it, but I want to see Breeze, and that's controversial. I hate playing Breeze.
I kind of like playing Breeze. That's because the
Flashy
only thing that I can
plays.
do is shoot back sometimes. You know, so Breeze is good for me. But I'm just glad we ain't seeing Lotus. That's all I'm saying. First ban,
Hey.
Revolt got rid of Lotus. That's all that matters to me. I've had enough of seeing Lotus.
I
And,
like Lotus.
well, the Breeze idea's gone out the
Oh.
window first attempt. My boys would Maui's probably just ruined that for you. So our first
Well-
pick is a good one though. It's a good one.
Don't you dare say Ascent.
No.
Thank you.
Split.
Okay, it's split.
So we haven't got an Ascent yet. What I don't doubt we probably will still get an Ascent because every single game
Please.
seems to have an
Please
Ascent.
no.
But we can pray. We can pray. Oh, actually, realizing that entirely. Actually, that is entirely wrong. Our split isn't our first map. Our first map is actually Sunset, and then the second map
Okay.
is split. There we go.
Okay,
There we
I'm
go.
happy with
We
that.
got there in the end.
I'm happy with that. We got to see the one map that I said we would like to see, and then split. That fighting for mid control going to be really fun between these two teams. Personally, I would love to see a double initiator, maybe double controller comp, like where you just, or no, not that. Double initiator, double duelist, and then single control. Ran it in scrims the other day. Popped off. It was great. We had the
What?
Gecko Sky.
Okay,
It's pretty clean. I mean,
okay.
recency bias and personal bias, but
Hey, I'm
Oh.
here for it. We are gonna get sent. The blessed ascent.
right, 2-0.
2-0. Free low.
I don't care which team. Just 2-0.
What is going to be cool though is that we're going to see some attack sides of what looks like all the way around the board for REY, which I'm not gonna lie to you, I love seeing REY play attack. I'll be honest. It's gonna be pretty. So that should be good. That should be good fun. Anyway, shall we get into the game?
Well, I mean, we can't get right into the game yet. We have to go to the agent select. You silly goose. We gotta
That is a fair
we gotta
point.
see what they're cooking up.
It's gonna be exciting actually. What are you hoping for on Sunset? What agent?
Well, I want to see Neon. Do I think we're gonna see it? Absolutely not. But I want to see Neon. I'm a Team Heretics fan through and through. Rest in peace against G2. But it's one of those picks where you really can throw off some timing. So Zipix, I remember actually did play Neon. I forget which map it was, and I forget how long ago it was, but I did see it coming through. It would be a nice little jolt to the senses, bright and early for me at 2 p.m.
Of course. This is
Oh.
good though. This is what I like to see. We're gonna see.
I cannot hear Ollie now.
You can't hear me. Do you not want to hear me? Is that what we're going for? Is this choice? No? Ari just doesn't want to speak to me. Okay, well whilst Ari doesn't want to talk to me, I completely
hear you
understand that. Oh, you can hear me.
I don't know. I just stopped hearing you for a second. I think Discord did a Discord thing.
Discord did it.
It's punishing you for being a biased caster and rooting for REY.
In advance. Here we go. They can now hear me once again. Really not wanna be getting through this, so.
I mean, this is a beautiful replay. Oh.
Oh, they can't see the replay.
Oh. Well, you're confusing me. I don't know what I'm seeing anymore.
I'm just trying to throw you off, honestly. I'm just trying to confuse you as much as possible.
You know, maybe I'm picking my nose over here, right? You can't catch me off guard like that. I'm kidding, chat. I would never pick my nose. That's reserved for Tuesdays.
Fair point. Fair point. Oh god, it's all good fun. It's all good fun. This could be this is going to be interesting though. I'm excited to see this. We're gonna see REY start on attack side, which is, in my opinion, is like I said, it's gonna be fun. We're gonna start with a little bit of a default. How are you feeling about the, you know, you're a bit of a goat in everything in terms of life, you know? How are you feeling about a little bit of a boring default start attack side?
Honestly, I love it. I mean, I'm an IGL, so feeling out util, I think one of the most important things is ensure, you know, it's a pistol round. Teams run pistol round strats because there are no real guns per se, but honestly, it's still very telling of how teams will play this default on an even match, right? So I do like to see what both teams start to do early, but as we get into this, it looks like it is going to be a B hit. Oh, Kerbiak is good for 2, or at least good for 1. The trade there on the second. Zipix still popping on off, and we'll get 2 before going on down, and it will just be 1 player remaining alone. Cypher, the bomb down, planted for them, but a very tall task in front of them. Clam has to do the unthinkable here. Gets the first, spots the second, and gets the second, but not in time. That's right. Clam will not stop them from getting the defuse.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I mean, Kabiake had some really, really nice shots. The delaying for his team to be able to support him, it was huge from as they clear this round. And just, of course, we already know Gist is the GOAT, and clears that up. But that's a strong start for Revolt here. They'll be very happy with that. Obviously, it's the previous panic. So it's interesting to see the changes that they've made since obviously changing up roster wise. Gonna see another.
My eyes are down.
Default. Never seen one of those before. We're here for it.
You mentioned, do I like a default in round 1? Yes. Do I like a default in round 2? Absolutely not. I think you should capitalize off of your gun advantage. And sure, right, obviously, I say that meaning you can make sure for that initial aggression, you know, wait for that out. But then I want to see your set play that you were planning. And right now, I mean, Revolt, obviously, they don't have to do anything. So this, honestly, is the right play. The defense, the default is correct. REY, they need to go for some sort of aggressive play, because if they just give up all the space, even if they take mid, right, you're going to have a lot of casualties in mid trying to get to a site. You'll have absolutely no chance of getting this through unless you see Revolt just whiff on whiff. Here you go. Here's the set play, the execute, and it's good! Zipix will get the first kill. That is massive. Oh, Kerbiak somehow dodging the Gecko. Dizzy is big, but does get spotted out. So that will be the call to kind of reset on back, go towards mid once again. But the good stall from Revolt brings this time very, very low. Panda's going to have to find the right timing, and does so. The Stinger good for 1, looking for the second. The players are there. The teamwork is there. And now Clam just forced to try and do some damage, right? The round is out of the question. It's about how much damage can he get done, and Zipix at least claiming 1 other victim. But I think that's all that they are going to get. I feel like everyone else is going to try and run on away, or at least sit in a corner to where they will get some extra alt orbs. See what happens, and a Stinger claiming the last and final victim of the round.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate round if you're in REY here. Again, it was this peak. This is what we love to see. A little bit of an invention. The stun there just to again take out that early fight on Verts. But what I really want to point out as well is a little bit of a change. Maybe not role wise permanently, but in this game we've got Mac, obviously the super sub, coming in on Duelist, and Zipix, the mechanical genius, hopping on controller. It's a little bit of a tense situation here. So yeah, this is what we love to see. It's going to be interesting how Revolt play this round out, because REY have kind of set this up really well for aggression, and Panic. Sorry, the Panic core. Look like they're gonna fall straight into that trap. 2 down already for Revolt. 4 still alive for REY. Zipic's the one who fell. They do manage to keep the gun as well, which is
I feel like we're
important.
seeing a resurgence of the Outlaw, no?
People are hitting shots already with this gun, right? I'm not gonna lie to you, Ari. I am not a fan of that gun. I am useless. I'm great with the op. I'll be honest. I'm great with the op. I really like the op. I'm a.
So what you're saying is it's a skill issue.
It kind of. I'll be directly honest. It really is. I'm really good with the op, but I'm useless with the outlaw and the marshal. The ones where you actually need some sort of skill. So so yeah, it's definitely. I would agree. It's definitely a skill issue. But you know, when life gives you lemons, good kill from now on. Strong.
30 seconds left.
The numbers in REY's favor again. 4-2.
When life gives you lemons,
Exactly.
Maui gets a kill.
Exactly. When life gives you lemons, Ari gets more points on fantasy.
They're not ready.
That's hey. You know what? I will take your analogy then. Thank you very much. But yeah, that sour feeling, right? Obviously going to go onto the other team as they do fall to Maui's gun. But now you're seeing this 3v2 scenario. REY, they obviously don't want to use the Thrash. They're going to if they feel scared, but seems like set up for some pretty good success. Looks like the Cypher's opting to save. I believe they have some sort of rifle.
Unless Cypher's having a bit of a good moment.
Could be having a Valorant moment as well, an internet moment. We'll have to see.
Oh,
Yep.
now there's a mistake.
And a Bulldog.
2 guns dropped from REY there in that situation. That's not what you want to see. Just from the spike as well. Just because they were too worried about getting the kill. That's unfortunate. Hopefully they can work on that coming into the next round. Good start though from Revolt. They'll be more than happy with that. It is going to go back into attack. So let's come back towards. Let's come and start yapping away. So how you feeling so far? 2-1 start off with Revolt. How's your prediction looking? You quite happy so far, or you know, Maui's not dropped 20 kills, so the fantasy's already ruined.
I mean, I didn't make a prediction yet. So,
Okay, maybe
you know, if we're looking on,
this chance.
right. I mean, you know, let me go explore the results so far, right? Revolt obviously only played 2 games. So I'm gonna do a little bit of exploring real quick. Let's see, we got the matches. I mean, it's been 2-0, 2-1, and 0-2. The only one that they claimed a map on was Royal Legion, who, honestly, I do think they have a very high skill ceiling, but you haven't been seeing them play to their potential, it feels like. And then Revolt 0-2, and Revolt actually did claim a map on Axo, which, honestly, I feel like has been a real stomp here. Has been really stomping around. I mean, you saw them. You were complaining to me yesterday or the other day saying that REY got stomped 2-0. So I don't know. I think I don't want to say it because you're here, but I think Revolt, at least right now, are I'm gonna say are looking to take map 1. I'm gonna keep it that way. I'll keep it 1 map at a time.
No, that's completely reasonable. I've just decided though that we're not friends anymore. Yes. So yeah, lovely to be friends with you. Because REY, I'm not gonna lie to you, REY are winning 2-0, and I saw Overflow in chat talking about being non-biased. I am totally biased, and I will commit to it. So so lots of love. But yeah, this is gonna be interesting though. How this round plays out, because Revolt are very, very passive. REY have got the breach Maui on a little bit of a maybe an info look, not really pushing for any kills, but just trying to wait and see if anything comes his way. And then Revolt have got a strong hold towards A, but it's mainly what looks like a fast retake hold rather than a site hold, which is interesting.
Thrash isn't done with you.
Did they miss? They missed the Thrash.
Wow, yeah, maybe it can work at the end.
Spike down mid.
Gets 2. That's where we'll be hoping for a little bit of a individual masterclass from one of the big players.
Last player standing.
Panda.
30 seconds left.
Ooh, Panda gets but Zipix comes in with a response of a kill.
I have the spike.
What can Zipix do here? And not much. Panda takes 4. How we feel about that?
Well, I kind of glanced over the comps earlier. You know, we were talking about well, not we. I was talking about how I wanted to see a neon. But we're actually seeing a Breach Gecko comp come out from REY. And I don't hate this comp. I actually like these combat heavy, you know, kind of just run at each other, sort of aggression style comps. That being said, I want REY to actually play it that way. I mean, they're going to have to face check a lot of these things because they have that Gecko, really, that Dizzy only is their information. So I feel like I want to see that Dizzy being thrown a lot more often, whether it's for bait, whether it's just to manipulate some noise, because otherwise face checking will not go in your favor. Look at that, 2 outlaw kills. And oh my, Revolts, they're already running away with this one. Well, at least this round. REY, come on, you gotta get your sit up in your gamer chair, right? Maybe get a new one. It's time to wake up.
Oh, talking about, I know it's completely irrelevant to the game, but since REY are currently losing this round, we're going to go back to something else, which is my new chair. I have got a brand new chair right now, Ari. I spent 3 hours yesterday setting it up, and I'll be honest, I've had back issues all day because of it. But you know what? It's a nice idea, having nice things that don't end up working the way you want, you know?
I'm sorry, Ollie, but I'm gonna hit you with it.
Scared of shoot, I know.
Did I ask?
Oh, God.
Well, you said we're not friends, so we're not friends.
Yeah, we're not friends. If we're not, oh, God.
30
Kirby
seconds
gets
left.
2.
Spike down.
It's a good
B.
thing this is a save round for REY. This is really unfortunate, to say the least. Really good set of kills there. We're going to be able to have a quick look at this as well. The stun is perfection, and Kirby just managed to slice and dice them 2 lives up. It's a very strong start. 4-1 to start for Revolt. Panda still yet to die. Died once towards the beginning of the game due to Spike. So yeah, that'd be interesting to see how that keeps on going. This is obviously Revolt's pick, so maybe we're hoping, you know, the REY are gonna turn up and, you know, on the side switch, bring it back. If not, then yeah, we'll bring that to me again.
I mean, this is something that I typically mention when I'm watching Rocket League, and it's about like specific play styles. You want to kind of enforce your own play style on the other team so you can have the upper hand, force them to adapt. Right now, REY aren't doing that. Because this is Revolt's map pick, they're going to be more strong when they're playing their play style. And if you try and fall into that trap of, well, we're just going to walk around default, not really be proactive or throw them for a loop, Revolt's going to have their set plays. They're going to be reactive. They're going to know how to handle these because you know they've scrimmed this map. They know what happens when someone walks up B main. And oh my gosh, Jino's in a perfect spot to capitalize. 1, 2, gets extras, and oh, Solo just can't do anything. The flash is there, and it's all down to Xyp9x. Now, I do believe if anyone could do it, it is Xyp9x. But I think this one might be a little bit too far out of your hands, and that it will. Kirby will cap it on off 5-1 in favor of Revolt.
Yeah, it's unfortunate to say the least. They just didn't check it. Just didn't check it all, and Gina's is able to just peek off that breach.
They didn't have a chance to.
2. It's just so unfortunate. And then Solo gets 2-man swing. The timeout coming out, that's probably a good timing to do it. 5-1 down. That was a really big round to lose. It's been unfortunate so far. What I'm really interested to see is why the change of Xyp9x going on to controller. I know, obviously, bearing in mind the IGL for REY J isn't available for this game. So, you know, they're running no IGL, but still, I wonder what the idea was behind Xyp9x moving on to controller and Mac coming on to duelist rather than the opposite. It's interesting to say the least. Have you got what's your fantasy team looking like? Because I'll be honest, mine kind of looks like it's cooking before the game, the tournament started. Now I'm ranked 67 in the league.
Well, I joined 2 weeks late, so my points are kind of.
You've got an excuse, yeah. Okay, well, I have no excuse. I've got Division, Xyp9x, and Reyna, all with about maybe 100 points total between 4 players, and then I've got Sop, which is 90. So I'm kind of getting hard carried right now by Sop, and I'm still not even top 50, which is unfortunate.
I have Martin. I got let's see, Shaq Ye, got Laser, and I have I think something with balls. I don't know, on Team Veneer.
Oh,
Forget what
Jamal
they're-
balls. Yeah,
Jamal balls. There we go.
Yes.
And then Maui to cap it on off. So I mean, I'm kind of going for a little bit of a, kind of going for an underrated team, but you know, obviously sometimes underrated can mean they'll fall flat. And right now, REY seeming to be doing just that. They're in a 4v5 scenario. Matt trying to get the first kill for themselves so far and cannot. The plant goes down in a little bit of a half by. I do like the play from REY out of the timeout, right? They went for a little bit more aggression. That's what I thought we would be seeing. And I think we're going to see more of that just based off of the comp, based off of the fact that they don't have an IGL. I feel like that's really their best bet here.
Yeah, it's kind of like a fuck it, we swing type situation, I think.
Whoa.
Yeah, see, I'm allowed because you know I'm the boss, so you know I'm allowed to get away with it. Completely forgot we were live. See, this
just
is
having
the
a conversation.
difference. This is the difference. I forgot we were casting because I just enjoy my time with you so much, Harry. That's why.
Is that an offer to be my friend again? Is that?
No, we're still not friends. Yeah, until
Oh, okay.
until,
I was
until
gonna
you say
say.
hashtag Revolution, and still I see that on your Twitter. Actually, you know what? Maybe we should be dropping this as a thing. Maybe you should be putting something like hashtag Revolution on Twitter when we win this game. You know, actually thinking about it, I don't think we are going to win this game because apparently Maui doesn't want to be friends with you in your fantasy league. But you know, it's for the guys. Zip extreme, so it's not nice.
Yeah, I mean, I was actually before this game. I was gonna sell Maui for who was it? Trying to remember who it was. I'll come back to a skeleton.
Careful.
Skeleton.
You know what? That is valid. Skeleton, absolutely unreal. But the problem is that Skeleton isn't REY Maui. That's the difference. I mean, Skeleton's probably only got like, I don't know, like 100 points, something like that.
I know
Not even
exactly
that much.
where you
You know,
are.
kind of overrated. It's not
30
like I
seconds left.
big him up on Twitter all the time. All I ever talk about is how REY Maui is the good That's all I know.
Well, you also talk about Zowie being the greatest player of all time, and look how that turned out for you in the last game. Now you're, I mean,
Yeah, Zowie's
is it
horrible.
really
Worst
just
player.
Spike planted.
is it the return of the Ollie curse? Is that what this is?
think-
Is it really just every time that I have you as a producer, your pick goes wrong? Because it seems to go all right, but it's just me. So I guess I can't fully blame you. It's also partially my fault. And it is on Zipix here, popping on off. The bomb goes down, and now this one really is tough. Oh, you can.
That was a horrific movement, but you know, it happens. I'll go for that again. We're going to be able to at least see it on this replay. Look at this little set of fights here. This is good to see. So dry fights just taken, and the trades are off. But obviously, REY come on top because we're the best team in the world. But I'm not biased, so I just want to point that one out. I'm not biased at all.
You may not be biased, but you certainly are by yourself in this one, trying to root for REY. It's 6-2, homie.
Yeah, but that's just because we like to, in the first map, just give people a chance, you know?
Yeah, you're making it close for the content, right? As they say.
Exactly. REY, my boys, we know how this. Oh, Mac. That's a little bit disrespectful.
I don't know if it's disrespectful. That might just be unlucky, though. Just because, you know, the head turns and Januz really has to swing here. The flash isn't good. Although it does get the scan successfully. Maui, though, showing some respect. Yeah, this pinch great. Zipix will come on in, and the respect is beautiful. Maui claiming the victim finally. Thank you, my fantasy points. And now Verx will hear the TP. Should be able to pre-fire this, but doesn't know what timing to take. As the bomb goes down.
Clam's got his back anyway. Oh, but the trades are good. They're just not good enough. And that's beautiful from Zipix to get free to take us into our third round on the side of Rey. I want to point out this though. Look at this little flick from Mac. Maybe Mac should be on Jet. Look at that. That's a disrespectful one. That's a hard blunder on the side of Revolt. Clearly they're you know, they're not having the best time in that moment. But I just want to point out, I think Maui heard you. Maui's going to pop off now. Just want to let you know. Maui's going to pop off. So
Are you making donuts back there? Because that glaze is getting pretty intense right now.
Oh,
I'm gonna be honest.
I'm a little bit worried. That's why I just nearly saw.
Judge.
Oh,
It's good for 2. And he's dead.
and yeah, well at least he died. I got a little bit too many kills.
But this is great actually for I think Revolt here. I mean, obviously they've had a little bit of a tumble towards that after that timeout from Rey. And now just finding themselves in an even situation is a little bit better, right? You have that Cypher utility for information. Everyone's kind of rotating on around based on the information, which they will have advantage. Sure, you see a neural theft online if they feel they need to use it. But it seems like they have the read. They're hearing the noise in B main. And this should get the job done. You might see one kill here. Yes, you will. Kerbiak still clean with it. The shots are nice. Now the neural theft invested, spotting out both players. This one swinging too early before the peak. However, does get on traded out, and this stick can come through. That should be it. Kalam will not be able to run all the way back in time. Kerbiak gifted an extra round, and now hearing the players jiggle, well, at least gets taken down. But Revolt 7-3, strong half so far. Although, Rey, if they can salvage a 7-5 from this, honestly, that wouldn't be horrendous.
Yeah, see, what I'm a bit worried about is the round started so well for Rey, but full flashed, Genius manages to get 2 with the judge, which is really unfortunate for the side of Rey. But I'm looking forward to Rey's defense here because again, you know how I was saying about how much I love Rey's attack. It's been not the best so far, but I then just decided I prefer watching their defense. So, you know,
You did good.
definitely not due to bias at all.
And I'm sure you like watching them win more than you like watching them lose.
Yeah, exactly. And hopefully
Okay.
we're going to show some of that winning as we go into the second half. But we could quite easily, if we make this 7-5, you know, not to give any in-depth analysis, you know, I'm not trying to do a FM or Hunter type stuff, but you know, if the logic is correct in my brain, which it probably isn't, but it's the thought that counts, then I say we are going to win 13-7. That's what I'm calling. Zipix is going to drop 4 kills. I don't know why he did that. That's okay.
I think that was a misplay on the TP. I don't think that was meant to go there. But I mean, here's the thing. I was expecting a reach-out retake, but because that blunder happens, you don't even need to use that. Now you can save it for the final round of the half, and the flying judge, the flying falcon, will come on in. Revolt claim another round, and all I can think of is, oh no, Rey, they're looking at 9-3 here because this next round will not be easy. Look at the ults you're seeing. You're seeing Rolling Thunder, the Showstopper. Even if you get on site, get the bomb down, good luck trying to even hold that space for a moment because you will see a Flood retake come through. Your only plan has to be to slow this one down, get a good lurk through, and that's really just not good with your comp.
Yeah. I 100% agree. This could be a really unfortunate round. It looks like Genius is actually going to go for an instant ult.
Really?
And does manage to get one. But Matt on 1 HP as well. If Matt beats this at all, Matt's going to die. Oh, but the breach ult as well. But does ult Genius. Now, how are they going to be able to respond? It looks like they're going to force. They don't know Verts is behind. And this is just unfortunate solo getting pushed from every angle. That's an unfortunate round for Rey as it becomes 9-3 in the first half. I'm not upset. I just want to know, you know.
I mean, that is a great read by Revolt. Obviously, what I was saying was they have to slow it down, Ray, if they want to take that round. So kind of throwing out the unexpected, where we are going to use those two ults, and we're going to slam right on into you, try and catch you off guard, get those kills. It is a little bit of a gamble, but it's going to work. I'd say 70% of the time, as opposed to 50 just in that scenario because of the specific circumstances. And looking at the buy from Ray as well, it was a little bit weaker. So making sure that they don't have initiative was in their best interest. Revolt doing a great job of that. Now we're going to see how aggressive they are on this attack half, which seems to be more aggressive than Ray ever was on any single one of their attack rounds. This is just running it down the Cypher, although on A side, will not do anything to stall this one out. It will just be a full-on retake 5v5. The Shock Dart's coming out, doing a little bit of chip damage, and no second Shock Dart coming in, but that might have done the trick to at least help with this execute just a tad more. Panda trying to provide the stall. Here comes the retake, and oh, the stun is actually a self-stun or a team stun, I think. That one very unlucky. Panda will be in this corner, being Benji Fishy, as I like to call it, but either way, Revolt will clean this one up, take a 10-3 lead, and Ollie,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah, that's
no,
just unfortunate. It's just one of them. I mean, Verts is not missing. Kerbiak is not missing. Panda's not missing. It just seems like their entire team just decided, you know what? Ollie's cast in. Let's embarrass him. This is unfortunate to say.
I mean, I would too.
Yeah. Well, that's because we're not friends, because you're not a REY fan. So
Well, that's because I don't have a jersey.
clearly you could buy one on spotonwear.com/the Reynas, and use the code the Reynas for 10% off. If you're interested,
Interesting.
self-
Okay.
self-
Well, maybe that can be your peace offering as a gift for me as a friend.
Okay.
You can send me a REY jersey and maybe we'll call it even. We'll see.
What about your gift to me? I want to see hashtag
I'll stay
revolution.
here.
Okay, fair point. I guess you win.
I won't leave.
Let's go, winner. So, looks like it's going to be a hard push towards A. Oh, the gamble stack is not working out. They're all rotating over to B. But there's nobody there. Clam is about to get pushed from every position. Oh, and C's genius.
Shorty.
Ooh, and the shorty gets one. Can't get another there, unfortunately.
That's just a shorty moment for you. Honestly, I'd rather have a classic in that scenario. You'll be able to at least right-click and slap on a reload a little bit faster than you would the shorty. Maybe gives you potential for 1 or 2 kills. But either way, here comes the flood on retake. It has to be good for something. And right now, the blinds are just perfect from Revolt. The shot's not good from REY. Not good enough. Revolt will just take this 11-3. The only chance you have if you're REY is the Fnatic curse. And we all know how Fnatic's been looking recently.
Yeah, not the best in the world, but it's okay. This is the Revolt map pick, so I'm not worried at all. You can hear my voice. Just full of, I know that Zipix is dropping 40 this game. It's all that matters. As long as I believe it,
okay.
That's all that matters.
Well, chat, oh my gosh, Zipix is just clean with it still. I feel like that's really the only player that you're gonna have being your saving grace for this REY team. I hate to be it that way, but Zipix is just nasty with it. And I was gonna say, please don't whiff super horrendously. Oh, okay. Does get the shots, gets 2 more before going on down. That's the ideal situation there. You have to make do of your buy round. And that's one way to capitalize it. Spotted in 4K on CCTV. Kerbiak, and now spotting a trip and missing the trip, but now getting it. Yeah. Revolt. Good luck with this one. I mean, that's what, a triple high-low on the bomb. Good luck with this. Oh,
now, that would have been unfortunate if
hello?
Probably could have got 2 or 3. But again, we're not worried at all because we've got Zipix. that's what matters right now. Zipix isn't missing our 10s. And that's some brilliant bit of combo utility there. With the Gecko Molly and what the bot that is Zipix, and I mean kill bot, not you know, your average NA top player.
Whoa!
not to point any fingers or anything like that.
You can stay in.
Hey, it's okay. It
Gold
makes you
three.
feel better. Whoa! I'm not going through. This is not count. But you are ascendant again. I'm not. I'm back to like diamond 2. So I think I'm on my diamond 3 rank up actually. But you know what? Still,
We're not good enough to be in these games. That's our point here, I guess. So if you want to see a show match between the two of us, we'll do it at what do we say? If we peak 200 viewers,
let's do 1K viewers. Reason why I
1K?
is because if that happens, I have to probably fly to NA. You know, and that's quite so, you know.
or you could fly me out to EU. We could watch the RLCS major together.
Ooh, that would be so much fun. I'm actually Nike down. I'm actually so down.
Revolt here still claiming victims and will get the trades here. It will be a 3v3. Panda cannot find the shots to land.
30
And Neural
seconds
Theft
left.
though spotting out these players, making it ever so much
Last player
harder.
standing.
And the wall bang comes on through, and that will seal the deal, at least for this current round. REY Esports. Yeah, I guess you were right. I guess their defense is looking a little bit better.
Yeah.
And it feels like that's because they're playing a little bit more to their pace, right? On attack, you obviously have to go up with plans, have to make them against full-on setups and protocols that you know. Whereas on defense, you know, there's only so many things the offense can do, and you are relatively prepared for most of them. So that's why I feel like personally, attacking is always harder than defending just from that mental standpoint. So coming into this next half, I mean, they do have this chance, and they just have to claim 6 more rounds.
Yeah,
Just 6, right?
just 6. I mean, just 8 for the victory as well. But you know what? It's only 8. Again, when you've got Zipix, it don't matter how many rounds. Cover going out. Especially because this Genius is scared of plan.
Go get him.
Genius is like, okay, that's a plan. We can't kill the plan, and that's point proven. This is why I'm the greatest caster of all time. I just know what's gonna happen. It's a hard prediction. Yeah. It looks like it's gonna be a post-plant situation where they're gonna play all in main here for Revolt and up on the side of the map. So wondering how much difference that's gonna make. Oh, Zipix is the best in the world at everything. And somehow we dropped 2. I'm not sure how that happened, but but all that matters is we clutch up the round. REY make it 6 rounds on the board. And look at this. The timing's unbelievable. If Maui didn't flash there, then I think Zipix gets on 4. But it's okay.
Yeah.
It seems like it's just one of those games. We know we're warming into it. And we're getting there. We really are getting there.
This is, I believe, some sort of lighter buy for Revolt. I don't know. They have rifles, and they're going to prove that that is really all they need. They don't need the ultimates, but they will need their lives, unfortunately, going down. But traded on out. Verx now TPing into the middle of the open. Will get claimed by Mac with the operator. The knives are pretty dang good. And now it's just down to Kerbiak once again, but on a Cypher, you're going to be expecting that Lurk here's the drop, though. So this round, you know, from Shambles is at least now 3% doable.
what
But
I like there is Clam had the awareness that he could be flanked and went to play with team anyway. That's what I'm here for. We love the team play.
Cage triggered.
That's an awkward situation here.
I would save this, no?
Can he even do
You have 350 credits.
Ooh,
Where is
what a good shot.
hiding?
Kerbiak's still a bit worried where these REY players could be. Looks like
Cage
Kerbiak
triggered.
is gonna go into Zippix, and that never works out for anybody. You can't peek a young Zippix on a Sunday evening, because you will probably get a bullet to the head. But a huge round. What was really important is Mac. These kills here, combining with Zippix, honestly just saved us the round. Because that was looking really unfortunate. With the fights that Revolt were taking and just winning, they had the upper hand from the first kill, and just kept drilling it home. But a really good few rounds from REY, forcing the timeout from Revolt. What do you think they're saying in this VC? Are they thinking, wow, don't peek Zippix, he's the best in the world, or what?
I think they are just honestly. I think they say stick to the fundamentals, right? You know what their setup looks like. You always see that Gecko on A, you see Cypher on B. Try and capitalize, make up a set play, and I have a feeling that's what the coach is doing right now. I don't think it's really about the play style overall. I think it's really just one set play, using these three ultimates, get them through this round, and then it puts them to overtime points. Then they're gonna feel a little bit more comfortable. I just Revolts. They really just have to get. I would say a Sova Dart back sight, spot out this Cypher. That's free reign with your Hunter's Fury. That should be your opening in. You can play a Breach All Post plants. And that should really be reps for you.
Yeah, that's an interesting one, to say the least. I think probably again, I think you're right.
That was a weird angle to peek with a Bucky.
It really was. The way he just went wide rather than going close as well. It's interesting, to say the least. But the reposition is there for Zippix. The fight is definitely going to be on B, as Verts is getting tagged for every bit of utility that ever existed. And another one. The whole team just wanting to be tagged up. Good utility from REY. Looks like they've woken up again. Kerbiak, last alive, sat in main, not much he can do in this position. Is he going to be able to get a kill or two to at least do some economic?
Don't save here. You gotta die.
Yeah,
you have to die.
Oh, and it's so good from REY to again not go for that kill. They know what's more important. Kerbiak having no money into the next round, or look at that again. So many tags, and the double holds just really good from REY. But yeah, 100%. He didn't die, which was interesting, to say the least. Didn't die, and obviously has now got a lot less money than before, but does have enough for a buy anyway. Not too bad. So
New one-way found.
yeah, I love seeing the people that actually put time and effort into researching the ooh, genius with the ult, the REY's ult takes out Zippix. Oh, and it's such good timing from Clam.
It's a fake.
Where is
What a fake there. I was committed to the fact that it was a commit, and I was the one watching from Observer.
I mean, I don't know how much I like this faker though. At the same time, right? Maybe you want to play B here. You have that breach out. This one becomes a lot more tough. You have to hold two separate angles. You have to kind of control the floods through. There's a thrash in the picture to isolate ones. There's even an operator. This one, honestly, I'd rather wish it would have went on this B site. And the op shot just narrowly missing. The bullets almost finding Mac in the head. Now just 1 HP. The double swing could be a collat. The flash is good, but the shots are as well. Mac just needing this one extra shot. Here comes the tap. I'm assuming the breach ult will come through, something of that sort. Here is the extra half. And the shots are there for Panda just narrowly before the half comes through. And the stick, it will be Revolts on match point.
Yeah, that's so close from Maui. If that smoke had a little bit longer left, then possibly a huge clutch. But we are going into match point now for Revolt. The timeout called, a last minute timeout, but we'll see how effective that could be. as we get into this one. But if you're now the, you're an IGL, you know how it is in these type of situations. If you're the coach now, knowing that your team doesn't have an IGL, what are you saying in their ear? Like, what do you feel like they're running with when, again, they don't really have the not the tactical nuance, but the on the ball mid rounder. What do you think the adaptation's got to be from REY to kind of curve these rounds back in their favor?
So I have a unique little take on IGL. I mean, I don't know how unique it is, but I like to let my team off the leash.
Ooh.
You know, I like to kind of condition the opposing team by saying, hey, we're a little bit unpredictable, right? The team's just going to do what we're doing, and sometimes it makes sense, sometimes it doesn't. And that's the whole joy of it, right? You really don't know what to expect. And so I will say, okay, let's aggress A main this round, let's default like that. But I'm not going to control how much space my duelists take. If they overcommit and they lose their life, that's on them, right? They know they made a mistake. I will tell them if something that they go for is not the right decision, not the right round to make it, right? If I say, hey, we're going for this play on B, don't get too antsy on A, right? Just chill for a hot sec, and then you can figure out what happens based on results. So for REY here, I think it really kind of is just getting off that leash, right? Be confident in your sort of plays, right? You're a bunch of ranked players, essentially, that have been on this team for a hot minute. So you're going to want to try and go for those shots, take the free space if you're gifted it, and make sure you have an escape route. And right now, Maui claiming that first kill over towards top mid. I mean, that's the perfect thing you want to do, right? Ranked players, they love peeking top mid. Sometimes you're just gifted that free kill. You really should never, ever be able to take mid without any util. And the read just there noticing, hey, they've been getting that. See, now you see that lurk coming on in. The flank is good. Yeah, you're going to have this retake flooding coming on in, but I want them to wait just a tad longer for the breach ult and for the other util and players to come on in. This is not the right timing. Choose Panda is going to claim 2 victims, and now you're stuck in shambles. Yes, it's a 3v3. Make it a 3v2. How did this happen? What? How did everyone just magically fall for Revolt REY? Make me eat my words.
Yeah, that round was really weird because it looked like with the ult that they were, a little bit late with the breach ult, and they didn't get any kills off of it, other than possibly one. But then I don't know what happened with Revolt. Maybe it was just not having that extra number that they lost at the beginning of the round, but they just completely fell on their head. It looks like we are going to get a bit of a text, so we'll have to go back to our absolutely beautiful faces. But again, exactly. But yeah, it's been a good half so far. It's 12-9 currently. The comeback is on. We have Zipix 24-14 currently match MVP on the server. What are you hoping to see as we lead into these last couple rounds? Obviously, Revolt in a good position to be able to close this out. They are on a save currently, so potentially it should be a 12-10 round here. What are you hoping that kind of that REY can pull out of the bag?
I mean, remember, I said I wanted this 2-0, but this is a little worrying, right? Revolts, they came out strong in their first half, and maybe that's just Sunset, maybe it's just defender sided. I'm not quite too sure on stats, but what I do know is REY have done a great job of kind of bringing this one back, right? Tough mentals. I mean, when you have not won a game this tournament so far, it's really tough to stay in these games. The fact that you're able to bring this one on back from 11-3, really, really nice. It's just about, can you bring it over the line, right? Revolt, don't let this get to your heads, right? Even though you've lost it, you can still just claim one round and you have won this game. But I think the plan that went for the last round, right? They had the breach ultimate, that Rolling Thunder, and they were actually going to mirror it. So when the first one came out, they were planning to throw it on back, try and stall out the retake. But the difference is, right, if you're a breach in a corner on site, you cannot ult every other single place that the players are flooding in from. That's why I think you should rather use it for post plant from like main or like B main or A elbow, something where you're already set for your post plant. And then there. They just weren't, and right now, team feels like they're just going into shambles once again. Kerbiak, nothing but a classic, will fall down to the ground, and your guess might have been right. 12 to 10 seems to be the fate we're looking at right now. I mean, Revolt, I think into the next round, I think they just go for a slam, a basic lurk in mid, and they kind of just play from there.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think kind of a situation that Kerbiak had in that round is kind of the weird type of aggression that just didn't work, and then the rest of the team went with him, which didn't work in his favor at all. But REY do close the round out here. 12-10 now. I'm really hoping for an OC. This would be a great start to this series if we can have an 11-3 curse. I don't know if you watched the Heretics game, but that comeback, 11-2, I believe it was, the biggest comeback in BCC history, I've been told.
That's how they lost it. I'm glad I didn't watch it then, because I would have been crying.
Yeah. And you know, G2 ended up winning that series.
Yeah.
So you know, that's an interesting one.
You know what I say? Team Heretics are the best team ever if all they played were BO1s.
Yeah,
I mean, they are dominant on the first map, always. Doesn't matter what it is. I mean, unless it's their opponent's map pick and they just get absolutely thrown to the wall. But, like, they are crazy in BO1s. And that's really where, I mean, the maturity shows sometimes, right? That style of being aggressive finally gets felt on out by map 2, by map 3. And maybe that's what we're going to see here, right? Revolt already keeping their foot off the gas now. Don't have that advantage. They're already down one player in this one. And I feel like the slow defaulting style has not worked out for them. I want them to manipulate those defenses a little bit more. Throw a hard fake. Go for a hard hit. Just use your utility correctly. I feel like you're going to be okay.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, this is going to be really, really important to see how this goes. I think this could be decider on whether this match goes one way or the other, depending on how this round goes. Because, oh god, we don't want to be seeing that.
30 seconds left.
Takes out Solo. The whiff was quite large from Solo, and it looks like this could be a real blunder towards their round here. They do have the op, and they do need to retake a lot of this space here, but they don't have a flank either, so this is actually going to be really interesting how they do this. They are losing a lot of time. Panda really well set up to be able to flash them through here. Now this is big. Matt, huge kill to start the round off, but Jis gets a response. Flam gets one more back.
Shut up and let me work.
Looks like Maui's going to be able to get half. Oh, and this is the player that's disconnected. So they've made up for it. 12-11. Now that's unfortunate. As Kirby,
The fact that he still lived, though, is very funny.
yeah, that's very true. That's very true. Well, he lived towards the end. We are going to have a quick tech for that player that's lost out. What an important set of kills this was. This Mac kill to start the round off. Just responded, but then Clam, really strong swing there to then obviously put it back in their favor. But again, big round, 12-11 there. Okay, I know that there was a disconnect or not, but you know, this could be a huge map for REY to be able to bring back. If they end up beating Revolt on their map pick from 11-3 up, that would be insanity. That would be insanity. But yeah, that's a very good start to the series with this comeback for sure.
I mean, I feel like I want to be Aspas right now, just like, you know, whenever it's a timeout, just
Yep, just there. Chilling, just chilling, big chilling. This could be the Reyna's cat. This could be the future cast celebration. When we're in tech pauses, we just rest. We just rest. Well deserved rest. Hey, I've been pretty
Lovely
sick
weather.
now, so I'm taking that rest. It's a worthwhile rest. Lovely weather, exactly. Honestly, I'll be honest. Whilst we're talking about rests, I'm so jealous of your hat. Every time you lean forward a little bit, do you want to tell everybody about who's been signing all that?
All right, so we got which side am I on? I don't know which finger this is. Okay, we got Jonah P. We got Lydia, which is 100T, 100 Thieves content creator. This is Sideshow. We got
That's a
Bren.
goat one, by the way. Picking up Sideshow and Bren.
You got Joel's. This is Smix, I believe. Got Doug. This is, I think, Baby Bay.
Yes,
Oh no,
baby.
this is Smix right here. Oh, this is Shy. This is Shy.
There we go. That's the one.
And then this is Van Silly down here.
Okay. Well, I'm here for it. Looks great. Looks great. Subtle flex. Subtle flex.
For the low price of flying to LA from New York.
Yeah. I'm again. This is a American moment. Usually it's a bad one for the Americans, but this time it's a bad one for me. Is that a lot? Is that because America's quite a big country? So is New York and LA a distance? Is this like a couple-hour drive? Is this a couple-hour flight? What is it?
It is an 8-hour flight. Pretty sure somewhere around there, something like that. 6, 7, 8. I don't know because we had a layover.
Crazy. That is
But
crazy.
yeah. Remember, you're also going through a time zone change, so you're going back 3 hours.
Oh,
So you get
course.
essentially 3 more additional hours in the day, if you want to think of it like that.
Wow.
So the flight only seems like it's 3 hours when you you get on and you get off. It's 3 hours.
Yeah,
It's really weird.
that is definitely a bit of a weird one. But what is always crazy to me, this is a UK moment because again, I could on a plane I could probably get from the bottom of the country to the top of like for the United Kingdom, from the bottom to the top in like I don't know, like 2-3 hours maybe. And it's crazy to me that 8 hours to just get. Are they at opposite sides of the country? Or
Yeah.
are they...
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much East Coast to West Coast essentially.
Okay. I thought that's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. But
But
again, I'm not American, so I get the win. I don't have
you
any
want a fun
stories.
little stat?
Okay.
You want a fun little stat?
Oh, let's hear it.
So New York, the state, right?
Yeah.
So if you go from Niagara Falls to New York City, they're both in New York. Take a
Okay.
guess. How long of a drive is that?
No. So
From New
York's
York.
big, right?
Yeah.
And if we're saying it took 8 hours to go from one side, I'm assuming like 45 minutes, maybe an hour.
No, not by plane, by car.
Oh,
by
by
car.
car. Okay, so maybe like 2-3 hours.
From Niagara Falls to New York City is, if you're lucky, about 7.5, 8 hours.
Now it's a good thing we've gone off the cams because my face there was crazy. That is unreal. Oh, we're gonna see on the opposite side of the map. Hopefully, oh wow! Whoa! Zip picks. Okay. Now that's a subtle flex. He's trick shotting. Is this Call of Duty? Is this Valorant? I can't tell anymore. But what a shot!
That was
Look
nasty.
at this reaction though, and it looks like Revolt become predictable. And now, and Caveat falls to Mac. This is such a good spot for REY as they're in the 4v3, but big ults in the hand of Just, and obviously they also have the From the Shadows. Slight reference to the previous tournament, and we don't see an Overdrive, which is unfortunate. No Neon here for that one. But this round looking very close. Revolt there looked a little bit predictable. REY automatically predicted and knew they were going to just go for that rotate. They didn't really like to commit a feed, especially when Verts
30 seconds left.
the duelist didn't get that initial hit.
Shadows traveling.
We're just getting dumped with utility here. Verts needs to go big with a kill on solo here. And doesn't manage to do it.
You're gonna see the flood come in. All these players are stuck on site. You have to get off site, and you just can't. And the transition, already predicting what the result would be. It's REY. They take this one. We're going to OT.
Yes, we are.
And boy, what a momentum change.
Yeah, let's just take a quick minute to appreciate this no scope from Zipix. This was completely disrespectful. Look at that. Can we? Hello.
Ah, that's satisfying.
That is very satisfying, right? That was a great shot. But here we go. We're going into overtime now. We've got everybody sitting with plenty of money as they lead into these overtime rounds. So we're going to see full buyers all the way around. And how is it going to be played out? Plenty to do here. Here we go.
I mean, the sides are swapped though, right? So, Ray, I feel if they set themselves back into the same groove that they were in this first attack half, I feel like we're going to see them lose, actually, this defensive round. Not even, I don't even care about this attacking round. I feel like you just lose the next round if you don't set yourself up for that fast-paced momentum like you were on that defensive side. And right now, it seems like they are slow, just working up mid, right? You see everyone, the toes are spotted. So there's going to be a very scrappy fight over towards the mid-top here. Just about who makes the first peek, who makes the first blunder. And oh boy, Mac, don't take the wrong angle. You're going to see everyone swing onto you. Oh, wait, the timing.
Spot, yeah, this spot could be perfect.
Insert is there.
Oh, and it's so good.
My gosh.
They have no idea. This look. How much damage is this going to do? The timing on Vertus, though. Mac needs to pick up the pace. He's going to be able to get one for sure. Really good timing on that.
Somebody's there.
But what can Rey do? 4v4 here. Revolt in a good position.
30 seconds left.
It's big from Kerbiak. Takes one ult. And the trades are back. Maui gets one. Solo gets another. It's a 3v2 here. And yes, the Thrash is in. They can play this post-plat now. But how quick will Panda and Genu's react to that?
Oh yeah!
They need to get the timing right. The ult coming in. Feels like a little bit of an early ult from Rey. But it's wasting time and they hit Panda. This is huge. Rey looking to take the lead for the first time in this game. Genus all on him. What can he do? And is nothing. What a huge round as the response is good. Rey, for the first time this game, from 11-3 down, take the lead. What a round from Rey there. It was just played so perfectly, wasn't it? The timing, the utility, the combinations. Now that's beautiful Valorant, to say the least. That's not biased at all, ever.
I think that that entry was a little bit uncomfy, but they managed to get it done right. You can still get a trade after all. It is just a cipher and one trip, so there's only so much damage that they do. Sometimes it is 5 kills, sometimes it's 1, and there it was only just 1. Yeah, just 1. You saw Mac going on down here, but Mac's not going down just yet right now. You see Rey taking their advantage. They're running with it. They have numbers advantage, and now they're just going to keep pushing into this attacking side. However, this is big. A retaliation from Revolt, and Zerx makes this one doable. I mean, hopefully they don't get stuck on site like they've always been for the past few rounds, but now you see only 1 player on site, the other 3 off site. I don't see a way that Rey to take this just based off of prior knowledge. Revolt, it's Zerx. Oh my gosh, what a round. We're still tied and we're going to keep on going.
Yeah, another round of overtime due. I think whenever Revolt seem to get these players inserted back into main on these angles, their post plant is so strong, and it's secured them another important round as they bring it back to level. I mean, the ult's not having any sort of difference in that round, but previous to that, obviously we saw how big the Thrash ult was. I wonder how this is going to play out in this next round of OT. It looks like it's going to be more of a mid take here for Rey as they insert Mac early on. They did this last time, and he got a timing up through mid and managed to do incredible damage. Be able to do it again. It doesn't look like they're gonna have too much of a trouble.
They're trying to find the timing again, and it's not gonna be that easy.
No, not at all. But what I'm interested in
Tripwire destroyed. Cage triggered.
towards A with the spike. And Solo is going to follow. It looks like it's going to be an A hit here. How will this work though? Did they see Genu's? I don't believe they did. They're going to have to get this timing right. They do see him now. Stunned.
Satchels?
Get
Yep.
out. The flash is good.
Careful.
In response. They're delaying. Now what can they do past this?
All 5 in A main. This is really risky.
First picks go
Spike
the way
down
of
A.
Revolt as Genius gets 2 and Gist responds with another. Now all up to Clam and Zipix in a 2v4 situation. They've managed to bring back from 11-3.
Last player
Surely they
standing.
don't lose it here. And Clam falls with Zipix just behind. The lead back in Revolt's favor. Now these kills on the initial push there have done crazy damage as Gist and Genu's picking up 3 together. That's really, really, really big for them. And
This is a nice
what are we going to see from this reaction from REY? Because again, they've come back from 11-3. Surely they don't make such a big comeback to then drop the map anyway. I mean, it is Revolt's pick, but
Stealing
you'd
sight.
expect something a little bit
Shadows
more
traveling.
past this point. Oh, the ult coming in. Oh, somehow Mac survived. Somehow Mac lives to fight another day, but it's only for a moment. Solider gets a response and gets a second. Kerbet responds with 2 of his own. Verts and Zipix trade off is now a 2v1. Verts and Gist versus Clam. We've seen Clam
Yeah,
clutch
Spike
many rounds
planted.
before in previous tournaments, but can he do it this one time? Gist has been so good so far.
Oh, Clam.
This map, the timings are crazy. Gist.
Clam's walking out. Has to get the 1v2 here. The dart's gonna spot out the position.
Round
Attackers
is
win.
dusted. 15-13 for Revolt in the first map. What a round. That is an incredible
I mean, Revolt, they're saying we're not allergic to seafood today. Yeah, Clam,
The Clam
you're not getting that. And REY, I mean, can I say typical REY fashion? Getting your hopes up and then just letting you down towards the end? Or do I want to say like REY? Do I want to say like Sentinels? Either way,
Wow.
still not enjoyable for Ollie either way.
No,
And
painful.
yeah, REY are gonna fall in this one. Revolt, they take their map pick, although a little long. They do manage to get the job done as we move into our next map.
Yeah, for sure. I think we're going to go straight into a bit of a break so we can, you know, me and Yari can just talk about how we're going to cry over this next map if REY lose. That's going to be the point of
You know what?
discussion.
That's fair.
As again, you're probably just hoping Maui's got enough fantasy points. But thank you very much for watching us over the first map. We're going to head to a break now. And yeah, we'll be back very soon.
They try to study the way I've been doing it. They gon' need paleontologists. Feel like I'm one of the greats. Money, I'm making a lot of it. I did 1 billion streams in the pen, and I swear that they barely acknowledge it. Okay, that means that I gotta go harder. I'm flipping the switch. Battery charging, I'm ready to flip. Feel like I'm Arthur, I'm balling my fist. Give me the call, never calling it quits. Bigger money, bigger problems. What they said to me, I don't ever worry, cause the stress don't get to me. Live and direct from the mind of my destiny. Diamonds of pressure, I thrive in intensity. Lo and behold, sticking around when they told me to go. Calling me up, nobody home. Spinning these numbers like rotary phones. Hey, lo and behold, house made of glass, they throwing these stones. Markham, Ontario, locally grown. Went off the map, I'm globally known. Walk in the building like I got $1 million on me in cash. Tired of counting, I hired accountants, they doing the math. Took it to places they never could make it, I'm forming a path. Not going back. Not going back.
1 in a million chance that you run up and not end up pissing in blacks. I made a cornerstone out of a corner boy. Poppy store still got my pick in the glass. Say why they keep messing with G? I miss it the beat. Got burners and burnouts with 2nd degree. I just total my test. I ain't stressing receipts. I got back in that thing in like less than a week. I just parked in the building. Matter of fact, I just stomped in the building and shot to the ceiling. Got art in apartments I bought for $1 million. Put cross on the wall and I auctioned the building. Now watch them play my slip. It's a cover up. Watch you spray my wrist. Get another one. Watch which name got this. Pick up rubber up. Watch you game my rich. Put the bubble up. Stop it. She popping. I seen them girls too often. My money come from content. Chris on market with some parking. Because I was just doing the walk-ins. Now I got a neighbor with a garden. Just on my car, I got a login. Chick on wood trees. Don't put login. And
Walk in the building like I got $1 million on me in cash. Okay. Tired of counting, I hired accountants, they doing the math. Okay. Took it to places they never could make it, I'm forming a path. Okay. Not going back. Okay. Not going back. Let's go.
Walk in the shadowland, nobody's innocent. Hand in mouth, we live like demons. Stuck in the phantom zone, lost in a thunderdome. Twilight ruled the day. We found the impossible, now we're unstoppable. Taking off the world beneath us. Strong under pressure, we'll make it together. Our universe will change. Freedom, looking down a telescope. Starlight, never been so beautiful. Whole world waiting for us, time to go. Escaping gravity. We'll be rising high above the rain. Sunset, never gonna be the same. Thunder calling us to outer space. Escaping gravity. Escaping gravity. Escaping gravity. Straight to the galaxy, faster than sanity. Left behind a land forsaken. Black holes and meteors, riding on shooting stars. Fearless like our dreams. We shoot down a satellite, wings of a butterfly. Constellations recreate and fighting for liberty. Raising the energy, bursting at the seams. Freedom, looking down a telescope. Starlight, never been so beautiful. Whole world waiting for us, time to go. Escaping gravity. We'll be rising high above the rain. Sunset, never gonna be the same. Thunder calling us to outer space. Escaping gravity. Escaping gravity. Escaping gravity. Starlight dances in the silver of the night sky. Way above the clouds, we will be sailing high, sailing high, sailing high. Ooh, you and me, we're gonna touch the stars, find the center of the universe. New reality in front of us, escaping gravity. We'll be rising high above the rain. Sunset, never gonna be the same. Thunder calling us to outer space, escaping gravity. Escaping gravity.
I need to watch out for this people holding his angle. Oh my word! Still forced to swing and does do so with the updraft. Reed not expecting the second one there. Lewis with the blade storm is going crazy.
He's gonna drop down the operator and pick up the vandal. It's the last round and care. He is not able to get anyone as the counter clash is there. And but the deadlock tries to steal his teammate away, but he's gonna be surviving immediately with the team play. He's just gonna deal some damage, but he's gonna be easily taken out. And OOT just way too aggressive. Ay.
Oh, I see the vision.
Hello, everybody. Did you miss us? That's right. It's Ari and Ollie. Ooh, that went off the tongue nicely. I like that. It's here. for the Reyna's Overdrive tournament. And Revolt versus REY is the game that we're watching right now. REY sadly falling in OT. They brought it back from 11-3, but just fell up a little bit too short in the end, 15-13. Revolt takes map 1, their map pick, as we move into map 2, which is, Ollie, give it for me.
Yeah, the second map is going to be split, which is going to be in the first map,
Well, I feel like we're gonna see Viper, and honestly, any game that I see Viper, it's just a snooze fest, honestly. I mean, I understand that teams like to play a map control, section it out, threaten lurks, but me personally, as an IGL, as a coach, as a caster, it's boring, man. I want to see people go boom, boom, pew, pew, pew. I want to see fast PRX style, raise rocket in there like swimwear, just take everybody down with you. Maybe we'll see that on Split, but that's going to be based off of the comps on whether we'll see double controller or double initiator or double duelist.
Flip the breaker in my chest, I can feel the buzz. It was burning out fast and it never was. Friendly fire, that's a claim to serenity. White flag, if you want it, don't lie to me. Circle back, play the growth we need. CT can show the stain. You burned inside my brain. Burn it to the ground just so I'll never cross a line. I was resting in your grace, but now I leave it all behind. I regret that I escaped, but now I'm taking up my sword for you. No, you wouldn't think, but it's true. I will fight through the stars, break a blade, cut a guard. If I bleed, it's the same as the price on your name. Now I'm staring.
You know what I just realized? I feel like there's potential for deadlock on this map. Hear me out. Hear me out. Typically, you'll see deadlock, if ever, in organized play, on Icebox or Bind. Right? Those are really the two maps that you see. But what do both of those maps have in common that usually utilize deadlock for? It's the dropouts, right? Bind, you have to jump out of hookah. Those are typically plays where you have to shoot fast out of the main area. On a map like Split, yeah, mid-control does exist. So you might have to add a Cypher on top with the deadlock. But think about this, right? You can't drop off a heaven without getting stunned. On both sides, you can't dash in to dodge tripwires, things like that. I think there could be some solid potential. And now, because I just thought of this now, I'm going to have to start cooking up some deadlock strats in the strat book.
Side of, apologies for everyone's ears. I realised the Spotify music was going crazy. But yeah, I think it'd be interesting to see what they can cook. If we see a deadlock, I mean, you'd be calling it maybe something like a deadlock, Gecko, Viper, Brim, Rays, something crazy. I love Brim on this map. I think that ult can just do so much. Lineups, if you've got lineups, think about how much attack side, rounds you can close out. Get that spike.
Yeah, but you need a Viper then.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
absolutely
double
need a Viper.
I go Viper, Brim, Rays, Gecko, Deadlock. I think that's cooking. I think that's
honestly, here, no, let me see. We got Deadlock, Cypher. You gotta have that double Senti capability. You're gonna go Jet. You go Omen. Or no, let me get Rey's Omen. And then what am I missing? Initiator?
Initiating, yeah. Would you go for a
Hmm.
Gecko or a Sky? Suppose Sky enough, I think means, you know, Gecko.
Yeah,
much more
I'm thinking either Gecko or Sky. That one I'll play around with. But that's me cooking. I mean, I'm curious to see what the players end up cooking with. And I swear to God, if it's just Raze, Viper, Omen, Sky, Cypher, I'm going to wish it was Ascent.
Yeah, no, fair
And
point, fair
that's
point.
and that's saying something.
But I have just realised we've just spent 5 minutes cooking for bind. We're doing split.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm talking about. I've been talking about Split the whole time.
What bit of dropouts come from split? Because my brain has just been thinking they're jumping out of Fuka.
A heaven, you have to drop off of those lips.
Wow.
That's why I was saying Brim? Brim on
Yeah,
Split?
see, my brain was. I don't know why my brain was thinking bind. Hey, I'm hungover. Okay, I'm hungover. I've done 6 hours of prod. I've got an excuse. Don't know what the excuse is yet, but I've got an excuse. But no, this is going to be interesting. We love a good split. Again, it's this the logic of these different compositions. Yeah, it's going to be good to see. Be interesting to see what cooks. In that man, I don't know whether I would go for Gecko now. Thinking about it, what am I cooking on Gecko? Because that bind composition, by the way, is a winner. I love that bind composition.
I mean, the one you said for bind, fine. I agree with that, but
Problem is, where would you be putting a lot of this deadlock util? Where is that a lot of just holding those main spaces?
well, you'd have the Cypher as well. So you pair it up with the Cypher util, you can probably split them up on both sides. You have Deadlock throw one sensor on B side, have Cypher throw a trip on A side, and then you have them both run to the other side. Then they can both be on both sides. There's already stopping power if they go for a hard rush. I think I'm cooking right now.
I think you are cooking, and you know I'd be interested to see if any teams kind of listen to Chef RE and start cooking up some of these comps. Maybe get you in on the analyst deck. But no, that'd be interesting. That'd be interesting at least. I hope we don't just see the boring competition. That's all I care about really. As long as it's not boring. That's
Give me some spice.
Exactly. Give us a little bit of spice in our life.
This is not spice.
Yeah, this is
I repeat.
not quite the spice started off. Oh, maybe it's
Hey?
a breach. That's a little bit more spice.
Give me a breach gecko.
Jet, Omen.
Give me a jet and give me a gecko, and I'll be happy. And I'll actually root for Rey this time.
Come on. I'm moving for it.
Although Zipix too. Maybe you do see double duelist here.
Oh, this would be
Maybe
great. Seeing a raised jet, breach, Omen. Oh,
I could very much see this. No.
This would be impeccable. If this is the chef's meal, then again, Kai and oh, look at that! That's what we love to see. PRX style, baby. I told you. All right, this is why you got to be a Rey fan, you know, because we don't disappoint. I say that we haven't won a single game yet this group, but that's not the point. It's fun, you know. That's what matters. Not the winning bit, it's the fun bit. Fun bit that matters. But no, this is going to be good for sure. This double duel
It'd be fun if they won.
It would.
With this comp. So I will root for them if they start doing well with this comp because it will be entertaining. To watch a Jet player and a Raze player fall flat 40 rounds in a row, not fun. This one should be a little bit better. I mean, right, this is their map pick. Obviously, they're cooking a little bit more. This one, I don't know. I don't know how this is going to be handled, right? Obviously, the Raze can break the Cypher trips and things like that. But I'm just ready to sit back, relax, get the popcorn out, and see what these teams have to cook up. Right? We already cooked ourselves. Now it's their turn to give us some takeout.
Yeah, I can't disagree at all. Like I said, this is chef's meal in band. Let me just do a little bit of a fix or two whilst. Do you want to tell us why you really like these compositions whilst I fix a few things? Or what you do like?
Well, I mean, Revolt, the duality for control, right? It seems like that's the style they're going for. And honestly, I feel like both of these teams, just from watching them play, excel a little bit more when they are going for those aggressive plays. So I think one of these teams right now, Revolt, just trying to play the meta here. I don't know how well that's really going to work out for them. I think REY are a little bit more comfortable with their stride here, trying to play what works for them. And the refresh smoke, trying to take this one to mail. The timing should be on out. Here's the flash. Everybody is going crazy. And Verks with some shots. There you go. Jenna's finding the pistol to the head. And I can hear all of the bullets right now happening. They just might be a little bit quiet as rotate comes on in. From this Viper, from A, right? The wall obviously not doing a whole lot. But Kerbiak now, too late, but still in time, right? Still gets here on time. And Panda, just the high-low setup. It's very strong, and Revolt, they will take the first round. That one seemed a little funky, but it was set up for success from the start.
Yeah, very interesting to start from REY again. That heap of aggression towards mid, and then didn't end up working out through the rest of the round. Well, we like a little bit of a we like the start. Yeah, again, very aggressive, setting the tone. And how are we gonna go now into
It's you and me, Rays.
second round? Looks like we're gonna see a force from Makia. This could be, without a doubt, interesting.
They definitely saw that.
They did.
I'm surprised there wasn't a challenge, though. You have 150 HP and a Bulldog. I don't know. I feel like the Rays player ego type thing, I feel like it's strong there. But I guess not. Just walking out on his site is REY. No way are they just going to be able to walk out like this. Just will claim a victim. But the smoke to conceal the rest of the push. Yes, obviously the flash detecting that players are there. But honestly, this is the best case scenario for REY. They're at least going to get site control for free. They get at least the plant money, the orb, and they're going to be able to at least extend screens and try and take that with some sort of fight. But no, they decide to triple up to map. Oh boy, maybe not. Maybe this isn't going to go super well for them. Oh, soft cleared.
Timing isn't like the trade is straight away though. Okay, I'll be happy with that.
Uh-oh, this one solo has to learn the classic shot. The pistol fest is rough, but it will be sandpaper smooth for Revolt to take yet another round. Shot's a little whiffy, but Revolt, they claim their advantage and they accept that second round with a few losses.
Unfortunate timing for Solo there. Had a really good chance to bring a kill and make it winnable if they were to pick that gun up, but Solo isn't quite able to get his shots on the head as we into the bonus.
Are you worried yet? Are you worried, Ollie?
Never worried.
Okay. We'll see how this comes through with the full rifle round. For REY, I mean, they have double duelists, right? So aggression's going to be better for you. You're going to want to take those trades because they're going to benefit you a little bit more. And Zipix, finally the one to take that aggro peak. Verks will claim at least the first one. Kerbiak taking a little bit of damage, but does claim the Outlaw. And that Outlaw could be really, really hurtful in this one. The heal. Gonna heal back up this Viper. That's actually massive. I mean, you have one player at 1 HP. REY, they only have mid space. They don't have anywhere else. And you're looking to try and take B site through a Cypher setup? I mean, good luck here, but the Kerbiak gets stunned. That's what it was. Beautiful shots from Mac. And now Panda really just gonna have to get one. Just gets a bunch of damage. 2 players down to 1 HP, but the kills will not come through. Revolt will be the one that is struggling now. And Januz,
Spike planted.
with nothing but a Bucky. Just choosing to wrap on around. And will thread the needle here past this trip. But with the Bucky, right, not exactly the most ideal situation. Spotted out on the cam. And that should be wraps for the round. Revolt maybe can snipe one of these players with 10 HP. But no, blast pack around. Zipix will land the Outlaw shot. And REY Esports with guns, they make do, they get their round, and they're looking decent. Looking decent. Not confident yet, but they putting on at least a solid standing.
Yeah, it's looking much much cleaner for them. I'm gonna have to see how this round comes out though, because again, it can go kind of either way in these situations. But hopefully it'll be a positive one as we lead into the buy round for Revolt.
This one really the pivotal swing round of the game. And I think for Revolt, I think they do want to get a little bit of aggressive towards A. This Cypher has not been ran into on B. So I feel like REY should be claiming this space on A other than rotating, giving it all up, right? See, they've already given up all of A. They're going to have to waste all of that U2, all that time just to clear the space. And the read is perfect from REY. They realize that this site is wide on open, at least for the moment. It's not the stack site, not the one with the Cypher.
They've got to
They
speed up
should
though,
be able to get
because
this
look at these
clean.
rotates.
You cut noise for too long, that's what happens. Genos just does not get to Ansi. That will at least provide for an even execute. But now remember, this Sky is rotated all the way over from B, CT to CT spawn. And just now, listening for the audio cues, trying to pick the right angle to peek first. Gets the off angle and will do so. Lands not one, but two shots. And although looking to get Omen paranoid, just has to deal with run raise and will do it. Just will raise the economy of REY. And they will be in shambles yet again as the lead is now 3-1.
Yeah, just doing work here on this. Made the REY players just run around looking to find them, but just gets free. Has no issues at all holding that site solo. Really good job. I mean, again, the timing to work with Genius as well to peek out of this smoke when obviously just was kind of causing the big noise, the big distraction. Is really strong. Important round though. We've got another buy here, as REY had plenty of money stockpiled. And again, we've seen this outlaw involved as well. We've seen this plenty in this matchup between Revolt and REY. And Verts is utilizing the new gun, the outlaw, whilst on a little bit of a weaker buy. Oh, that's unfortunate. Genius gets away with murder there, and REY tried to chase the kill, but don't manage to find it as Genius satchels away.
That's just bad. I mean, it's just rough, right? You need to land those shots. And the Rolling Thunder, I mean, REY, they're making tiny little mistakes here and there, but they are adding up. You're gonna see this paranoia invested and swing on out to the Sky Flash, but the trade there will favor this defensive side because REY just has one player left. It's Maui, and as much as my fantasy points will need it, I don't think this is gonna happen. Maui only good for one. The trade there. Revolt feeling vitalized as they find themselves in a 4-1 lead, now with advantage, economy, rounds. I mean, the only thing they don't have here is the alt advantage. It's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. They do. They have that too.
Revolt has all 5 as they lead into this round. A timeout being called. 4-1 down currently, so probably a good chance for REY to reset a little bit. I know it is obviously a defense-sided map, but the double duelist obviously helps support that attack side. How much damage can they cause for Revolt? So far it's been minimal. What I really liked about that round was then, again, just to whilst we're in the timeout, just go back to the replays. The util looks so good here to be able to push into CT and cause so much more damage, but that trade straight away from Genius just messed everything, and there's the instant response to be able to retake site before REY even taking it properly themselves was really strong, and it's a statement round for sure on the organization of the players so far. Unfortunate for REY. Revolt looking so strong going into round 6.
I mean, I think one of the bigger things when it comes to that CT push is it's a paranoia, right? You can still technically see. That's a close angle. So it's a really big gamble to push that, right? Maybe you get one, but I feel like the risk there is a little bit bigger than the reward, and the trade just wasn't worth it there. They found out the hard way. REY, they fall to a disadvantage in that one, and it snowballs into a round loss. Now you see Revolt here investing this Viper's Pit up mid. I mean, very traditional mid control once again. Hasn't really been tested by REY, but they are going to sneak on past it. Mac will go all the way into vents. But did they make a step? I would assume you'd have to be aware.
The hinge, yeah. Could be worrying if not. Because Max made plenty of noise there, and the ult is going to support. Genius with the first pick on Maui. Clam needs to go big here in this position. But Mac able to get back to his teammates. Oh, and his head's taken off straight away by Burtz. Burtz gets 2. Clam responds to 2 of his own. Just still holding sight firm. Solo and Clam need to get this right here. If they don't, then
30
Just
seconds
could be
left.
set to respond to the double with a double of his own, and fails to get it. Solo with a huge pick. It's all on Herbiak, and Panda clear up the round to make it 5-1 after round 6.
You know, I don't really know who's winning this game. Yes, the score says 5-1, but like we saw last game that just the team on defense was just better. It wasn't about, you know, who's using their util better or what strats they're cooking. Just the team on defense, they just felt so much stronger. Maybe that says something about these two teams, but either way, it says that there's a possible comeback here for REY. Just they couldn't pull it through the first time. So how many rounds are too many rounds to try and come back from? Right now you'll have a REY ult. Xyp9x will claim the first victim. Jenna's gets 2. That's really big. You need at least 2 there. And now you have a 2v2 with one player, just 1 HP. Players closing on in. You'd have to assume the neural theft is going to be used if the chance is found. The plant for backside. So they know that typically both players are on backside. Neural theft to confirm that. Trying to spam out this player on map. And the molly, the snake bite, it should be good to find that, to pressure it. The ult is big. It's a reposition to heaven, but it's not planted for heaven. I don't know what the play is here. Okay.
I mean, I believe Solo was
I think that's a brain fart
as well, so it may have been a little bit of a brain fart, or maybe just a panic ult there. But the ult doesn't work out, and we see on this entry here the trades back and forth here. Xyp9x with the ult to get 2, and then Genius responds with 2 of his own. Clam gets 1, Jis gets 1, Solo gets 1. It's trade central.
That goes there.
In the round as we
This is a nice spot.
see the 6-1 scoreline. Currently REY not glimmering as much hope so far as we go into we're in map 2.
Ooh, big satchel. Breaks the trip. But you know, once again, I mean, this mid control has just not been working out for REY. They've been able to take it time and time again. But the amount of util it's costing them to get this space leaves them with not enough to hit a site here, right? You just saw them invest a satchel, a boombot, a paint shell, all for vents that they're just going to use to insert Mac. And Mac has been getting re-cleared time and time again. You see them doing this push. You're going to see them probably invest either the Skydog or a Flash here or something. They're definitely aware that this player could be here. But it's about catching that player before the B pinch comes on through. And most certainly not forgetting that they exist. You have a crossfire setup. But this contact is made B main, might throw it off. Panda good for 1 at least. But here comes the push in through heaven. Timing! Just will spot the player first. And Panda will claim 2 more victims. It's just rinse and repeat. REY, They keep making the same blunder, and it is just going to keep yielding the same results.
Yeah, poor round here. Not a single kill traded back in that time, and Clam
10 seconds left.
die on his
Flawless.
own, unfortunately, as Panda gets 4. I mean, that initial pick from Panda was huge. In there, that pick there, absolutely huge. And then to be able to wrap back around, I mean, just clearing out Mac there and be able to get 2 more, it's huge. As they secure the round pretty convincingly. Not a single death on the side of Revolt. 7-1 up currently. It feels like a little bit of a whitewash at the moment.
Poison orb emitting.
As we go into this.
There.
REY, if they would have pushed up a little bit more, they would have found that there's no trip there. That would have been big for them. Wait, that was a flash all the way from B. Yes, good resistance to know that the push out is from B. However, they're not expecting the Cypher on A. Now they are. They'll see the dash on over, but how much value can you really get? Pandas has to be good for something. Is good for 1. Spam, good. And, well, it doesn't matter. Revolt will just take yet another round. REY, they make a snappy decision off the fact that they see that Sky utility on B, but they don't calculate for how many players could be on this A side. And they run right into the stack, run right into the Cypher utility, and Revolt are just rewarded with yet another round.
Yes, this should do.
Yeah, without a doubt,
That's
it was like
there.
a direct domination here. As we see REY falling to the knees of Revolt. So strong here for Revolt. And look at that again. Peeking out in 1s, falling in 1s. It feels like nothing can be done here as REY seem to be maybe panicking. Potentially. Good kill from Mac. A little bit of a blunder there from Kerbiak on the timing. Lots of
Wait,
space being taken.
can Panda get shot here?
From
Tripwire
heaven
destroyed.
or from main?
From main.
Nope.
Tagged.
Panda's exposed to main here.
I know
Oh no,
exactly
never
where
mind.
you are.
But the cycle is going to get him. But it doesn't matter.
Ooh.
Panda responding with no worries at all. Genius now able to get away.
One enemy remaining.
And Vert
Oh
covers,
my.
and it's all up to Maui. Gets
Ooh.
2 with a very clean headshot here. Oh, this ult could be huge.
Missed one. Missed one.
Remaining.
And
Knife out.
oh. Wow,
Oh.
no, that's an interesting one. So close to clutching up here. Got the 2 with the double headshot. Oh, but so unfortunate there.
You can't
Pulls
take your
the
knife out there.
Yeah. Just a lack of awareness. He heard the steps, but wasn't enough.
All I
Really
can think of is
unfortunate.
that has to be a misclick, right?
Yeah, it has to be. Unless it was just a genuine slip mistake. The lack of awareness, I'm sure.
Time to
What
hunt.
we're worried about here is
Scout destroyed.
the Cypher clan not buying, the rest of the team buying. Seems like a lack of communication.
Cage trigger.
And it feels like for REY right now. Oh boy, that's a great shot from Mac. The trade there by just no one else is there to try and trade the back though. So you're gonna see just now another. That's big. Sure, Kerbiak goes down, but this one already very costly, a little bit more doable than it should have been for Revolt.
Spike
And
planted.
it just feels like REY, time and time again, these small blunders. Oh, wait, that TP actually gives away the positioning of the Cypher, but they don't check it. It doesn't matter. Here it is, trying to check behind them, and it doesn't matter. Oh, boy, Revolt caught off guard once, but, I mean, it's 9-2. This is not enough momentum that you want to have. Yeah, I don't know. It's just REY. They have double duelist. Come on, you're supposed to get a few more on attack than you have now.
Yeah, it's a bit of a different one here as
This goes
the round
here.
kind of again the round kind of falling short nearly for Rey, even with the disadvantage started for the response and then the advantage took and then so wishy-washy. It's going to be on to B, but it doesn't matter. Panda's
Oh my
just the
gosh.
best.
B. One
Doesn't
enemy
let
remaining.
anybody. This is his site and nobody's coming on it.
And now spotted out. Yeah, Maui. Oh. Yeah, okay. Actually, I would have liked Maui to get 3 there, and then you can die. I need my points. Don't forget.
I need my fantasy points. Don't know what
Yeah, but this
spray
half.
there, but this spray through the smoke. What can you do? But Panda gets 3 anyway. Having such a good game so far. 14 and 5. Unbelievable.
I feel like we're
gameplay.
seeing Revolt just have a little bit more solo plays. Like, obviously, right, Rey, their executes are pretty solid, but you'll just have players pushing it at the wrong timing and maybe not pushing together. And those mistakes are what are letting Revolt, get 3-4 kills when they really should be getting only 1, maybe 2 if they're lucky. And those numbers, right, that's a lack of utility then that you have for those executes. It's just very strange. Oh no. This is a set execute from Revolt, and they know that the Cypher's here. They're going to be able to clear out the trip, spam down the Cypher. Oh my, the right click's not landing. Little bit close, but Clam at least claiming the first victim and giving Rey the, well, I guess closest round they've had in a little bit.
Yeah, without a doubt. An important pick, but is the retake going to work out? A lot of the fight being towards main, but again, a 2v2 towards CT here. If Clan goes big, oh, Zipix and Mac both getting killed, but Clan traded out. Now they have that insert into screens. This could be huge. As Mac goes in alone, now he gets to response. And oh, just nearly clutching up. What a...
There was a world.
Yeah, there was a world where that happens. It was going so well for Rey. They brought it into a 4v2. And then again, this flash does wonders. And you can't get much closer than that.
I mean, maybe if you see, it's just maybe not as wide of a peak. The player doesn't swing you, and you're at least... I mean, I guess the stick would have went through if the peak wasn't as wide then, but... Gosh, I mean... I want to talk about this first half real quick from Rey. It feels like they were in Men in Black, the movie with the aliens and such, where they just got, like, memory erased every single round. They were like, oh, wait, Cypher's here? We didn't know that. And that's because they're maybe not thinking macro scale. I mean, you saw Raze and Sky aggro together 9 rounds out of 10. You know the Cypher's going to be the opposite side from them. And choosing to go into that Cypher with probably one other player, because the Viper is going to be mid, it's really strange to me that they just didn't play around the setups they knew were occurring. And maybe that's why they get punished. They fall 10-2 at the half, but this is rinse and repeat from last game, right? It was 10-2 half before, wasn't it? That or 9-3.
I believe it was 9. It may have been 9-3. 9-3 or 10-2. I believe it may have been 9-3 because then the pistol and the buy was one to make it 11-3, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
But either way, it's been disrupting for Rey as they are down 10-3. They do close at the pistol, but it was very close in that round. We can definitely see this. I mean, I'm not going to point any fingers, but 10-3 down, 10-2 going into the second half. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. to say the least. But hopefully they'll be able to bring more of a better fight into this second half, as they do have the bye. But how do you see this going? I mean, we've not seen any Revolt pistols going their way. Sorry, anti-eco, shall I say, going their way. The second round, what's it called? But yeah, English isn't coming out of my mouth today, so we'll just skip English.
You're speaking UK.
I'm speaking.
That's what it is.
Very big kill to start off. Then he gets one more. He's just gonna fall, and there we go. That's more like it from REY, as Zipix gets free. Here we go.
Yeah, I mean, Revolt, not much they can do here in this round. Obviously, it's kind of the rank strat. Well, if we lose, we're going to go mid. That's what we do. You try and take strength in numbers with only one player there, but it is semi-predictable. I personally, on split, when I'm on an anti-eco, like to wait for noise. This is the round that I like to default if I lose a round. You can maybe find a timing, just like that. And now Panda's gonna run away. Yeah, I mean, you can't get bomb because it's in mid.
30 seconds
But now
left.
you're looking to at least maybe get some more kills. Yeah, you want to feel out the util, feel out where the push is coming.
One enemy remaining.
And in this circumstance, Revolt, they can do really nothing. Panda getting jump spotted out, has to peek into not one, but 5 players, and will get nothing but shields. Zipix will get 4 on the round and bring REY to 4 rounds total.
Yeah, I mean, again, what a round here for Zipix. Gets that first one. That utility from Maui as well. Brilliant work, and there it is. 3 important kills. My headset's dying, so you're gonna have to give me a second. We'll put this one on charge. Here we go. Now 10-4 here. We've seen this previously. It was 11-3, but
Toxins going up.
similar in the same sense. How are we?
Toxin screen down.
How are we going to go into this round? Looks like Revolt playing a bit more of
Toxins
a
going
passive
up.
round. Just on the top.
Toxin screen down.
B pressure seems to be the name for Revolt right now, and I think that's a good read, right? Trying to figure out where the cipher is, hit the opposite site. Seems like your best bet, but you also want to, feel it out, get that pressure going, maybe manipulate some sort of rotates, and that might do the trick. Yeah, you take down the jet over on A, but now your decision is, okay, are we baiting over rotates by making them come over to A a little bit faster, or are they doing what they're doing right now, which is flanking, not doing it, thinking that we're going to rotate? And it seems like Clam is just going to let the utility fall. Oh, as Zipix falls over towards mids. How does Panda even get there? Where did Panda come from? Was Panda just in mail? I mean, Solo will be able to at least get that one extra kill, but a little bit whiffy. Maui will still get that one. You got a 3v3 when it's all said and done, though. High ground advantage for REY. But one smoke. That's not the smoke I like to see. I like to see this lurk smoke right center sight.
One enemy remaining. One enemy remaining.
Oh, but does Maui know? Oh,
Come on.
What a shot. Does he have enough time to defuse? And he does. What a round for Maui. Let's give him his credits for this shot. Seemed impossible, but never impossible when Maui's here. First shot, beautiful, through the wall, and that flick on the second shot makes it even better to bring it back to a 10-5 game so far. Maui and Zipix both woke up, but they going to lead into this round? And they've really got to, again, they've got such a big comeback to
I've got your
drink.
trail.
They've kind of got to play this round by round. Same as last game.
Tripwire destroyed. Cage triggered.
Spike planted.
5v5 now on this retake. It looks like REY potentially going to fight for that heaven. Are they going to do these ramps as well? This would be huge if they do walk into these.
Cage triggered.
Here we go. This is where the retake begins. Zippix gets the first with the ult. Panda trades it back. Vert gets another solo Clam. Verts and Gist is now a 2v1. All up to Clam here. As he needs to go big and he does not. And the round goes straight into the hands of Revolt as they make it 11-5 here.
I mean, you just saw the trades go their way. That's what the end result ended up being. And Clam, you said, needed to get that 1v2 towards the end. I was a little surprised we didn't see the double swing, but at the same time, I understand why we saw what we saw, where you just want to play time. Time's running a little bit lower. Finally, it seems like Revolt will get their first round. But, I mean, this one, REY have just been a little bit more dominant on that defensive side, and I say that as the early aggression does not go well for them. The judge is at least good for the kill. And what is that? Was that a Roomba kill? Was that a paint shell kill? What just happened there from that raise?
I have no idea. That is an amazing question.
Cover going out.
You know, I'm not going to question it anymore. I'm just going to learn that this is some REY Valorant that we're watching.
Honestly.
Oh, that neural theft is actually big. That's going to sniff out the Cypher. I mean, yeah, you have numbers if you're Revolt, but ooh, a little bit of damage actually is going to bring Clam down to 2-tap. Mac with the Judge. This is a tough retake. The smoke not favorable for Revolt, and that will be why. That's why I don't like that particular smoke. Gives the attackers a way to get on out from it. But now here comes the extra swing.
Oh,
Cypher
does he know about Panda?
has to.
Oh, and he does now.
And now the half has to go through. Time running low. The extra
He's
cage.
gonna
The
stick it,
spam.
and he sticks it.
Oh my gosh.
11-6. The individuals are coming out now. 11-6. What a round to win. This is how it started off. Genu's pushing in. Mac responding. Zippix with the nade kill. That's what put their numbers up in the first place. But Clam, what a clutch there. As he sticked through the spike. Absolutely cold as you like. With Panda unable to predict him. Still 11-6 up. Mac gets the first one. Mac gets the second one.
Spike down A.
Just extra spam, really. That's what it was.
Honestly, it works out really well for them. They are gonna, it looks like it, they're gonna reset a little bit. They're not gonna fight for this space. Happy to hold it. Stun comes in. Now the utility's looking in sync here. Zippix goes big for one. Herbiak gets 3 in response. 2-2.
How is this doable?
But Herbiak, he's one shot just for spike. Oh, is he going to walk straight
Uh-oh.
into Clam? He will, and Clam gets both. What is this?
REY Valorant, everybody!
Honestly,
REY Valorant!
Herbiak gets 3, and that should have secured most of the round for them, really.
This
But
is a nice spot.
no, apparently not. Clam is here to stay, and a great round from him. You can really see
This goes here.
them REY waking up now. 11-7, 14 assists on the side of Maui currently.
Revolt kind of in the same scenario as last game where they just need a few more rounds. That Paranoia's big B main. You're going to see a lot of casualties
Spike
come through.
down, B.
Mac will get one and gets out. How?
I don't know. Apparently we're in love with this cam on it.
And where even was that kill? Mid? I don't even know. The players are just dying.
Yeah, one in mid, one in B main. Maui in a good angle to get a pick. Can get the timings right. Zipix goes for the fight, but doesn't get it. Still plenty of
Toxins
people here.
going up.
Looks like Maui setting up to give Zipix a fight here. Stun comes in, nade as well, but space isn't taken from Revolt. So no casualties for them. Into a combination. Oh, but look at Gist. Look at Gist's timing here. Oh, and Zipix
Spike down mid.
sits Gist
Last
back
player
down
standing.
again.
30 seconds left.
And Maui
Flawless.
secures it. A good round. A great round, shall I say it, as the flawless comes intact. I mean, this kill here is so important from Zipix to then also get another one on Genu's and then Kerbiak that falls as well. Strong round for them as they look to make it another comeback. Is this one on the cards though, Mari? You really I can't tell after that last game, but
I don't feel it. I don't feel it, to be honest. I think if Revolt just realized, hey, if we just push your site, we're gonna win. The only way that REY beats us here is if we give them once. And right now, the utility, as long as they can get it on point. Oh, that's not on point, homie. You want to shoot the REY's showstopper at your opponents. And right now, Gist, well, going to try and aid Gino's in doing that. Mac back sight, along with a lonely little breach. It's Maui. The shots not coming through just yet. There's a flash, but it's enough to move the crosshair off. Kerbiak now spotting this final player. You should see a Viper's Pit invested as soon as this kill comes through. The flash is good. And now, here's where the bomb goes through. Here's where the plant comes down.
Spike planted.
The Viper's Pit as well, 3v2. Revolt, they need to win this one. This was an invest all type round. Their economy very, very low. And Revolt, just hoping that spam does not connect. This is going to be risky. Panda has a cam. Panda's not using it yet. And that's really strange to me, knowing that the players are off the bomb. Kerbiak with the spray will finally get that kill. And Revolt will move on to match and series point.
yeah, what a huge hold here. The ult goes down and Solo and Clam just don't have the util to be able to retake this space efficiently through the ult. I mean, the Omen smoke was good to get to kind of drop a tap in, but isn't enough to secure the round as Kerbiak goes huge again for his team. Currently 19-14, Verse as well 19-14, and Panda 18-11. Genus not quite on his game for this one, but isn't too worried. He knows his team have got him covered with a set of 56 kills between Panda, Verts, and Kerbiak, which is incredible for them. Brilliant job for the boys.
This has been a day. It really has. This series has been back and forth. I mean, really, what do you do in this timeout? What do you say? Shoot him in the face? Because really, that's what it's come down to. I hate to say that this has just been a pure gunplay game, but the utility has not been on point for both of these teams. So really, it just comes down to be in those corners, be a weirdo, have a judge, put your smoke up at the right time, and then shoot him in the face, right? Just peek with your flashes, play the fundamentals right, and you will come on top. It's just, Revolt, they only have one round to go. That's the only problem for REY here. And the REY needs 4. So this one's going to be a little sketchy. Certainly nerve-wracking.
Revolt can do this. Seems like Revolt found a...
Keep pushing this.
Ooh, and Solid gets one. Kirbyek trades it straight back though. Flash down for them both. Kirbyek gets another one somehow.
One enemy remaining.
And it's all up
3v1.
We've seen him put through before.
Spike planted.
Unfortunate it
Attackers
is
win.
as we see REY fall and Revolt secure the series with a 13-8 victory in map 2. What a game that was. It seemed like the comeback was potentially on for REY, but not quite there for them. How are you feeling about that, Matt? Was that a good one to watch? Was that unfortunate?
I mean, you know what I will say? I say this every time I cast. There's one thing that I dislike more than a blowout, and that's a fake comeback. And REY, you did the latter. You threw us so long. You extended the series, and what do you have to show for it? Not a single map win. It really is just unfortunate. I mean, REY, they're going to move to, what is it, 0-4? Revolt at least 1-3 here. The group of death, sure, but REY, I think they're down and out after that one, no? I mean, are they mathematically eliminated from moving on to the next stage?
Yeah, without a doubt. I believe they would have actually potentially been unable to anyway, just for the fact that Yari and Oasis both are on 6 points as well as EXO. And obviously with REY, we've only 2 games left to play before today's game. Would have only put them on 4 points anyway, so they were mathematically unable to go through. But with only 1 more game to play against the top of the group, top of the table, it looks near impossible for them to even get 1 win on the board, as they are currently 0 out of 8 possible points. Which is again really unfortunate. Yeah. It's not what they were hoping for as they went into this tournament for sure.
Yeah, I mean, that is the unfortunate ending for REY in terms of, you know, the tournament overall and for the day itself. That's going to be it for us. There are some other games that are going on, but that's it for this stream. Let's wrap it up. Let's call it one. REY, they're going to fall. Revolt, they do just that. They managed to get their first win, but we've been your casters, our casts, and Ollie, who is also producing. So give him a little bit of slack, right? This was a pretty good stream for having to do so much work. And you know what? I'm glad that we are acquaintances.
I think we can now
okay.
the REY bias is gone, we can be friends again. We'll go watch some Valorant another time. We can recover.
just until the show match. But yeah, that's it for today. Thanks everyone for coming out, and we will see you guys next time.
Thank you very much.
I need to watch out for this people holding his angle. Oh my word! What are you doing? Yo, forced to swing and does do so with an updraft Wolverine. Not expecting the second one there. Lewis with the blade storm is going crazy.
Drop down the operator and pick up the battle. Last round and care. He's not able to get anyone as the counter flash is there. But the deadlock tries to steal his teammate away, but he's gonna be surviving immediately. With the team play hard, he's just gonna deal some damage, but he's gonna be easily taken out. And OOT just way too aggressive. Yeah.
Oh, I see the vision.